What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and we are finally moving on to UC0096 as we begin our coverage of Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. The Second Neo-Zeon War is a thing of the past. EFF has once again doubled down on eliminating Zeon remnants and created the UC project to create mobile suits to make this a reality. We will also learn of the UC Charter created in UC0001. So let's get into this. 2340 GMT UC0001 Laplace. To usher in a new era to unite the Earth with space, Laplace was created to act as an official residence for EFF Prime Minister Ricardo Martinez. This was a Stanford Torus-type space colony, which completed a rotation every 75 seconds, simulating a gravity close to the moon. This day marks an end of the Anno Domini timeline. Ricardo gives a speech to the people, inviting the press and people of great importance to the Federation. Martinez was planning on showing off the new Universal Century Charter, which would plot a course for the future of humanity as it pushed towards the stars. The charter was originally etched in stone. The Earth Federation and its member states, to pursue the expansion of space activities and to protect the Earth's environment, shall adopt the unified era named the Universal Century as a symbol of the unity of the human race. The most important part of this charter is the final article, Article 15. The Earth Federation shall prepare for the following articles for the future of human race with high hopes and expectations. Section 1. In preparation for an extraterrestrial biological emergency, the Earth Federation shall increase and expand research and preparedness. This has never happened thus far, but what has happened so far is Section 2. In the future, should the emergence of a new space-adopted human race be confirmed, the Earth Federation shall give priority to involving them in the administration of the government. The people of Anno Domini planned for the potential of new types before there was even new types. However, few people would ever know about this original charter. As Martinez gives his speech, a terrorist group was reprogramming the solar panels on the colony. It concentrated solar energy onto the colony, destroying it in the process. As the terrorists make their escape, their shuttle explodes. Everyone on board died with the exception of one man, Siam Weist. As he drifts out into space, he runs into the Universal Century Charter, etched in stone. This is Laplace's box. UC0096, Siam Weist is now an old man. He is met with his grandson, who is Cardenas Weiss. After 100 years, the Earth's sphere is at a standstill. As he hands off Laplace's box to his grandson, he wonders if he will be forgiven for what is about to come. Weist begins a deep sleep. A Klopp-class ship begins approaching the Garden Sierras while en route to Industrial 7, a colony run by Anaheim Electronics and is a part of the Shoal Zone of the former Side 5. The Garden Sierras is a freighter ship that is used by the Sleeves during the Third Neo-Zeon War to hide their whereabouts. But this is just a simple cargo ship with a spicy Latin name. Thank you. We will see that it can store the Kshatriya and Gear-Zulus, no problem. The captain of the ship is Subaroa Zinnerman. They disperse Minovsky particles. On board the ship is Minovazabi, going by the name Aubrey Byrne. Subaroa sends out Marita Cruz. If she looks familiar, it is because she was originally a clone of LP Puru. She was formerly Puru 12, who piloted the Kubli mass production type during Glimmy's rebellion. More on her past later. She calls Subaroa Master as a product of being groomed by Glimmy, but Subaroa is acting more as a surrogate father. She launches in the Kshatriya. The NZ666 Kshatriya was intended to be a miniaturized version of the Queen Mansa that Puru 2 piloted. The Queen Mansa stands at 42.1 meters tall, where the Kshatriya is 22.3 meters tall. This unit was also installed with a Psycho frame. However, it was a one-off. It has 4 massive wing binders, which contribute to its amazing AMBAC system. Like the Queen, this unit requires a new type to pilot. It is equipped with a beam saber, a machine cannon, 24 funnels, 6 stored on each wing binder, 12 megaparticle cannons, a beam Gatling gun, and an I-field generator. It heads out to find a squad of Jagan D-types. The RGM-89D Jagan D-type is an improved version of the Jagan. These units typically function as support units to Stark Jagans and Rozelles. It is equipped with a Vulcan pod system, hand grenades, a beam saber, a general-purpose bazooka, a beam rifle, and a shield, which has a twin missile launcher equipped. Yeah, so anyways, the Kshatriya tears right through the Jagan D-types, no problem. It's kind of embarrassing, actually, but it looked cool, I suppose. on Industrial 7's college. A group of kids are attending class. One of these kids is our protagonist, Banagher Lynx. Banagher really hasn't experienced war. He was born after the 1 Year War, and all the other wars preceding it were relatively isolated incidents. They go to the AE Museum to look at a Zaku. Based on the whole, it looks like it was Denim Zaku from episode 1 of the original Mobile Suit Gundam. Amado proceeded to stab this guy. All of his friends are excited by the piece of history, but Banagher doesn't really care. As one of his friends tries to talk to him, he stares off into the distance and notices a horned mobile suit. It is Unicorn Gundam. The RX-0 Unicorn Gundam was developed from New Gundam and the Synergy Stein. It is the final stage of EFF's reorganization plan known as the UC Project. For the most part, the core of the UC Project is to utilize the Psycho-Frame technology to wipe out all traces of Zeon influence and what they call, and I am going to say it, Zeonism. Hopefully YouTube doesn't confuse Zeonism with another word that gets people's burqa in a bunch. Like most mobile suits designed for the UC Project, this was no different and designed to hunt out Zeon remnants. However, once it gets into the hands of the Vice Foundation, we will see it become a tool to hunt down Laplace's box. It has the anti-new type system incorporated into its operating system, which will be changed to the Laplace program. Psycho-frames are incorporated into the entire frame of the mobile suit and is the first full Psycho-frame mobile suit. The responsiveness to this Gundam is so high that it can be controlled at the speed of thought, especially when in destroy mode. In this mode, the mobile suit can pull up to 20 Gs, and the pilot has to wear a special suit that dilates blood pressure to prevent passing out. We will get into the NTD system or anti-new type operating system later. It is equipped with 60mm Vulcans, a beam saber which doubles as beam tonfas in destroy mode, a beam magnum, a 200mm hyper bazooka, a shield, and much more. We will return to breaking down this unit a lot throughout this OVA. Cardius Vice is testing Unicorn with a random pilot piloting while he guides him. His right-hand man, Gael, informs him that there are still children at the school. He somewhat ignores this and heads back to the colony. Cardius is updated about the situation between Londo Bell and the Sleeves. Mobile suits were lost. Gael tried to contact Londinian, but the commander is tight-lipped. Cardius assumes Bright Noah is behind all of this. He informs the people to delete the NTD testing OS and upload the Laplace program. He goes to his office and looks at a file on Banagher. On board the Garancieres, we get our first look at a Gira Zulu as it travels towards Industrial 7 carrying Audrey Byrne. The AMS-129 Gira Zulu is the successor to the Gira Doga and developed by Anaheim Electronics on Granada. This is the evolution to the Zaku line of mobile suits. Unlike the first Neo-Zeon War, which pushed the limits and focused on new type-based mobile suits, the Gira Doga and Gira Zulu were a return to form that we once saw in the Zaku. This means that this isn't the best of the best. This is a good enough general-purpose mobile suit. This unit is simpler in design and cheaper to produce than the Gira Doga. The heavy armament backpack improves the MBAC system and increases thruster output. The Gira Zulu is equipped with a beam machine gun, a new slimmed-down Sternfaust, hand grenades, the return of the Beam Tomahawk, the Lang Bruno gun plus used by the Gira Doga heavy weapons type, and so many more weapons. Audrey heads into the colony and begins exploring. She then floats into an Acme factory, all Looney Tunes style, and gets flung out into the colony. She went from no gravity to gravity real fast. Banana is able to sense danger nearby. One thing I didn't note is that Banagher has his own Hado, which is a replica Hado. He looks out into the colony before running into action and jumping into the closest Totohachi. The TOLRO 800 Totohachi is a petite mobile suit designed for clearing space debris and can function in 0G. It is mainly used for situations where standard mobile suits can't fit. AE workers try to stop him, but he is able to take off with ease. The gravity within the colony works a little differently, and a complete rotation is probably slightly over a minute. Because of this, Audrey is currently falling in a spiral pattern, even though it looks like she's falling. Physics, how does it work? Banagher calculates the course, opens the hatch, and reaches for Audrey and pulls her into the cockpit. He suddenly runs out of fuel. He course corrects as much as possible, but they brace for impact. The Totohachi crashes down into the colony. He gets out of the petite mobile when Aubrey grabs his leg. He trips right onto his face. She demands to know who he is. She is in a rush and must speak with someone quickly. She says she is trying to prevent war. Audrey runs off, but Banagher says that it is bad to go alone. He joins her. She plans on heading to the colony builder. Banagher heard a rumor that there is a Weist Foundation mansion close by. While on the train, the security issues an emergency stop to investigate an incident. They are clearly looking for Audrey. The two get off the train. Marita Cruz is looking for her. She is trying to make contact with Cardius Weist, and she must not be allowed to make contact. The Colony Builder is a factory that builds colony blocks for colonies. A lot of Industrial 7 is still under construction. There is a factory tour happening soon. They head into the factory and take the elevator, but they are met with Marita and her crew. And that will do it for this episode. This is a good introduction to the world of UC-0096. The Sleeves are slowly gaining power and Londo Bell begins hunting out the remnants. And the cycle continues, but it seems that Audrey is trying to break that cycle by not completely allying herself with the Sleeves. Next time, Marita will try to take Audrey out of the colony. Londo Bell surrounds Industrial 7, and we will see the Rezel in action. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember that when you think that you are doing bad in life, remember, Anaheim Electronics has enough money to build its own colony. Peace.